Good morning, and welcome to your AI Daily Press morning podcast for July 23, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, the U.S.-Saudi nuclear deal has sparked controversy, with lawmakers and experts warning that it could undermine efforts to prevent nuclear proliferation in the region and exacerbate existing tensions between Saudi Arabia and Iran. The agreement includes non-proliferation terms under the Atomic Energy Act, but many are calling for greater transparency and accountability. In other news, India's Cockroach Janta Party, a satirical movement born out of frustration with the government's handling of the nationwide medical entrance examination, has gained significant momentum despite a violent crackdown by authorities. The international community is watching closely, with many calling for peaceful resolution and respect for human rights. Lastly, Germany has reaffirmed its commitment to supporting Nigeria in its battle against militant groups and seeks to expand economic ties between the two nations. German Foreign Minister Johann Wadephul has pledged €10 million to support the return and reintegration of people displaced from communities once controlled by Boko Haram and Islamic State-linked militants. This strategic move reflects Germany's interest in expanding economic ties and recognizing Nigeria's pivotal role in regional security and stability. These stories highlight the complexities and challenges facing our world today, from nuclear proliferation to social unrest and international cooperation. We'll continue to bring you in-depth analysis and updates on these developments throughout the day. And that's the way it is for this morning's edition of the AI Daily Press. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Firstly, in Ukraine, President Volodymyr Zelensky has fired General Alexander Syrsky, the commander-in-chief of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, amidst widespread protests calling for a change in top military leadership. This move marks a significant shift in Ukraine's military strategy and leadership as the country continues to navigate its ongoing conflict with Russia. In other news, the U.S. military has completed its 12th consecutive night of strikes on Iran, targeting Iranian military targets, including maritime capabilities, missile and drone storage facilities, coastal surveillance sites, and air defense assets. This escalation of tensions between the U.S. and Iran has raised concerns about the humanitarian impact of the conflict and the potential for war crimes. Lastly, we're also following a story about the U.S. and Israel's role in the conflict with Iran, which began on February 1st. The situation remains volatile, with both sides engaging in retaliatory attacks. Diplomatic efforts are underway to de-escalate the situation, but the international community is watching with bated breath. We'll be providing in-depth analysis and updates on these stories throughout the day. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskwiser.
Thank you, Barbara. We are summarizing the top stories from our recent reports. First, gold prices are surging due to economic uncertainty, making it a reliable asset in times of turmoil. Investors can capitalize on this trend through various means, but caution is advised due to market volatility. Next, we're in the midst of earnings season, with companies like Aflac, Evergy, and Gen Digital set to report their second quarter earnings. Analyst expectations are high, and these reports have the potential to significantly impact investor sentiment. Finally, IBM's Q2 earnings showed mixed results, with software revenue increasing modestly but mainframe business revenue plummeting 14%. Despite this, CEO Arvind Krishna remains optimistic about the company's prospects in artificial intelligence and cloud computing. We will continue to monitor these developments and provide in-depth analysis. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, a stray SpaceX rocket is set to crash into the moon next month, providing astronomers with a unique opportunity to study the impact and its effects on the lunar surface. This rare event will allow scientists to learn more about dust and plume dynamics from lunar impact events and the hazards of artificial space debris impacts. The impact is predicted to occur on August 13th, and observers in certain parts of the world will be able to witness this extraordinary phenomenon. In another exciting development, a recent discovery has sparked a debate among astronomers and planetary scientists about what constitutes a moon. A moon-like object has been found in a distant star system, raising important questions about the criteria used to define these celestial bodies. Is it solely based on their orbital patterns, or are there other factors at play? This finding has significant implications for our understanding of planetary formation and evolution, and invites us to consider the role of moons in the context of their parent stars and the potential for life-supporting environments. Lastly, the discovery of a super-weird object in the CD272 system has opened up new avenues of exploration and inquiry into the mysteries of the universe. This enigmatic system is blurring the lines between stars, planets, and moons, making it more complicated to describe and understand. As astronomers continue to study this fascinating find, they hope to uncover more secrets about its place within the vast expanse of celestial bodies beyond our planet. These developments remind us of the awe-inspiring complexity and mystery that surrounds us in the universe. As we strive to expand our knowledge and push the boundaries of human understanding, we are inspired by the wonders of the universe and the secrets that remain to be uncovered. Join us on this journey through space and time as we explore the intricacies of celestial mechanics, the dance of gravitational forces, and the eternal quest for knowledge that drives us forward. Now, for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, in the NFL, the Seattle Seahawks are poised to make a significant investment in safety Nick Emenwari, who recently underwent ankle surgery. Despite this setback, Emenwari is expected to be ready for Week 1 of the upcoming season, which is a welcome relief for Seahawks fans. His presence on the field will undoubtedly be crucial to the team's defensive strategy. In other news, the Seahawks are also preparing to make a substantial commitment to safety Nick Emenwari's teammate, with reports suggesting they're ready to offer $32 million per year to a key player. This move underscores the team's confidence in their ability to deliver elite performances and adapt to the evolving NFL landscape. Lastly, we reflected on the legacy of jersey number 53, which has been donned by notable players like Brian Hinkle, whose defensive prowess was a hallmark of his career with the Pittsburgh Steelers. We also explored the journey of former Steelers quarterback Kenny Pickett, who has been making headlines with his recent trades and quest for a starting position. Pickett's story serves as a testament to the competitive nature of the NFL and the personal drive of its athletes. Tune in tomorrow for more news updates and analysis on the world of sports. Now, for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. First, in the world of sports, Bayern Munich is eyeing a talented young midfielder from Brazil, Gabriel Bontempo, with an initial offer of €32 million. But Santos is holding out for €49 million. This developing story showcases the high stakes and financial intricacies of international football transfers. In a somber note, we turn to Modena, Italy, where a devastating car ramming attack has left a community in mourning after one of the victims succumbed to her injuries. The city is coming together to support the injured and seek justice, reminding us of the importance of compassion and resilience in the face of tragedy. Lastly, we delve into the often overlooked world of check transactions, exploring the differences between bad checks and bounce checks, and the significant financial and legal implications they can have on individuals and businesses. Understanding these nuances is crucial for navigating the complex landscape of personal and commercial finance effectively. These stories not only reflect the diversity of news, but also underscore the interconnectedness of our world, where sports, tragedy, and everyday financial transactions can have profound impacts on individuals and communities alike. We'll continue to follow these stories and provide updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Can we talk? Let's dive into the latest from Hollywood and beyond. We've got a trio of fascinating stories to kick off your morning. First up, those unlikely celebrity friendships that have us all rooting for them. From Oprah and Gayle to Adele and Drake,
These power pairs remind us that genuine connections can thrive even in the glitz and glamour of Tinseltown. Next, late-night talk show host Conan O'Brien found himself at the center of a social media storm with his new, Grease-inspired hairstyle. But as it turns out, there's more to the story than just a fashion faux pas. A sunburned scalp and some well-intentioned oil led to this interesting new look. And let's give it up for Conan, who is taking it all in stride and proving himself to be a good sport. Last but not least, indie film fans rejoice. The Ojai Playhouse is launching Left Turn, a free one-day showcase featuring some of the most exciting emerging filmmakers out there. With an eclectic lineup and Q&A sessions with the filmmakers themselves, this is a game-changer for anyone who loves independent cinema. So mark your calendars for August 12th and get ready to experience something new and exciting. Trust me, you won't want to miss these stories. Now, for the latest in nature and environment, here is David at Nature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we're mourning the loss of a legendary figure in the field of conservation with the passing of a renowned expert whose work has inspired countless efforts to protect our planet's precious wildlife. In more positive news, Dublin Zoo has welcomed two giant anteaters, Junio and Milo, as part of a conservation breeding program. These incredible creatures are classified as vulnerable due to habitat loss and fragmentation, and their arrival provides a unique opportunity for visitors to learn about the importance of preserving biodiversity. Additionally, Foda Wildlife Park has celebrated the birth of Sumatran tiger cubs and Asian lion cubs, marking significant milestones in the conservation of these endangered species. However, our third story takes us to the heart of the Bolivian Amazon, where devastating wildfires have ravaged the Chacabuco-Pacahuara indigenous territory for the third consecutive year. These fires, likely sparked by illegal burns in surrounding pastures, threaten not only the delicate ecosystem, but also the lives and livelihoods of isolated indigenous groups living within the territory. These stories underscore the interconnectedness of human and animal lives in our ecosystems and highlight the urgent need for effective measures to prevent environmental disasters. As we move forward, it's crucial that we prioritize sustainable practices, respect for indigenous knowledge and territories, and concerted efforts to combat wildfires and their root causes. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.